Hello, what's happening, everybody, and welcome to today's game. And I just gotta get rid of this one. Hold on, that looks very, very weird. Yeah, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome, to today's game. This is gonna be absolutely amazing. We're playing, we got a great game on our hands, and I keep clapping my hands and doing dumb stuff. But yeah, we got an excellent game on our hands here. Did just check it out. This is actually the ranked all pick, so it's a ranked game, which means that my layout doesn't fit, which is perfect. So I'm just gonna keep it like that until we actually get around to the game itself. I'm probably gonna be making another layout like this for the ranked all pick, but then again, I haven't encountered a ranked all pick since I did this whole overlay type deal. But yeah. Basically, we got a Winter Wyvern, we got a Bounty Hunter, we got 23 seconds of the second phase of the draft to go. So tell you what, this is going to take a while. And we're in for a pretty long game, so I'm just going to be kind of skipping through it a bit faster than I usually would. We got an Animage too.
Enchantress.
Mrs. Enchantress herself. So yeah, we're actually in for some awesome heroes so far. Hopefully we're going to be seeing some great farming strats out from Anti-Mage. Maybe we can learn something new from him. We got Crystal Maiden, Bounty Hunter too. Nyx Assassin. I'm actually really a sucker for Crystal Maiden now. After, well, not really after anything. After just seeing what her ulti can really do. And I've actually played her a little bit. But yeah, we're about to hit the last hero here. We got a Tinker too. It's been a lifetime since I've actually casted a Tinker game. And there'll be a Storm Spirit contesting him on the middle lane. So we're just going to hit it right away, if that would... Perfect, there he goes. Alright. Basically, on the Radiant side, I think that's where it would be very, very appropriate to start. All as well is going to be sitting on that Anti-Mage. We got Spaceman Spiff on your Crystal Maiden, Rain Man on your Bounty Hunter. Then we'll be moving on to Fuck You too. Well, thanks, buddy. We'll be on the Nature's Prophet. And Luffy, last but not least, will be on our Tinker, going up in the middle lane against Unlucky, the Storm Spirit. Let's hope he's not that unlucky today. Kill you just for fun. The taunt is for real. You really gotta play a good Enchantress for you to have that name. Mux is gonna be on the off lane Nyx Assassin. A lot of pro teams are looking to actually play the Nyx more in the off lane too. Ben will be in the Winter Wyvern, and last but not least, we'll be having a safe lane Phantom Assassin, played by Velocity, who will be who was actually the submittee of this clip. So I'm very much ready to go here. Both teams, they're looking for the top rune though. Radiant, they kind of went all out on that bottom rune. Storm Spirit, he's looking to rotate. He wants to get down there and actually get that rune. Saw the fact that top was a bit too crowded up there, so I can understand him wanting the bottom rune instead. But then again, he's going up against an Anti-Mage and a Crystal Maiden. Not exactly two great heroes to go up against. There's an Nyx Assassin. He does have a stun. He could just land it, and Storm Spirit could walk in and take that rune, but he's going to get frozen in place too. Anti-Mage will be taking the first rune, but not that big of a disaster, as Phantom Assassin did take it up in the top lane. Actually going on Rain Man. We might... Nope, not going to first blood. Skilling that Shadow Walk right off the bat, so... Lane will be, as far as I can tell, this Nature's Prophet, he could be going for the jungle, but then again, he didn't buy anything. There you go, that's an old talisman. That's a bit weird to go in the jungle. Generally, you would want the Ring of Basilius, or something to kind of back up your mana regen, but then again, the Null Talisman does give you great stats, and there goes the 3 Clarities to boot, so he should be fine on the mana regen. Just needs to get everything out there, and already taking on one of the large camps, so we'll check back with him in a minute. Tinker and Unlucky, the Storm Spirit, going up against each other on the middle lane here. Storm Spirit, you should have a fairly easy time taking this lane. He does have the higher burst, but then again, the Tinker is quite great. Not really controlling the Storm Spirit in any way, but just, yeah, the harass and the burst out from him too is pretty damn great. His last hitting is not as good as the Storm Spirit, but if he can contain him and control him by just keeping him at low HP and kind of harassing him out, he should be just fine. And he's already got the bottling coming, so that should not be a problem for him. With the Storm Spirit, he went for the Null Talisman first, and he went for the Tango too, so he's going to be having a bit of a harder time until he gets that bottle in his hand. So Tinker, right now, actually, well, they're pretty even on the middle lane, but should be excited to see how it all goes. And we got the 2 offlaner, or basically the 1 offlaner, Bounty Hunter, Mr. Rayman. It's kind of a difficult position to play the offlane Bounty Hunter, just because after, well, that's actually some time ago when he got nerfed. he kind of dropped out of the offlane role just because, I mean, he's quite an easy hero to catch up to. Even though he shadow walks, a simple dust will just counter him out, whereas, let's say, something like a Weaver or anything of that nature has a speed boost. Bounty Hunter doesn't on the shadow walk, so he's quite an easy hero to catch, even though he has a large base movement speed or a very high base movement speed. It's quite an easy hero to get a hold of. But seeing the fact that we got a Phantom Assassin and a Winter Wyvern, both not great damage heroes in the early game, he should be just fine. It's not the toughest lane he's going up against. The only thing that's really going to hurt him is the Splinter Blast and the Shadow Dagger or the Stifling Dagger. So he should be fine. Tinker in the middle lane actually taking down the Storm Spirit, getting that kill, and just generally by keeping him in low HP, he was always within kill range, just dropping a laser or heat-seeking missile, and he was gone. Don't really know why he skilled him out to the machines this early. It's good for the last hits and pushing later, but I'm not, well, it's mainly for rune control, as you can tell, but it's not something I'm too fond about. Enchantress, up in that dire jungle, really getting her Bajal and the creeps build up here. Is one of the most efficient junglers in the game, and bottom lane, we haven't actually introduced that yet. That'll be the Crystal Maiden and the Anti-Mage. This is actually a decent kill combo for the Nyx Assassin. He does have the Spike Carapace to kind of get himself out of danger, and a nice reliable stun too. But the issue with him is that he doesn't have like a proper escape. If he gets stunned, which he can't really because this Radiant team, they're lacking a lot of stuns, he would be dead. Like, just drop like a Lion or an Earthshaker in a Nyx's lane and he'll be done for. Absolutely. There's no way he's going to be getting out of it. But they don't have that. They only got the Crystal Maiden with the Frostbite. You should not be able to... Hold on. As far as I know, you should not be able to cast spells. Oh, just movement and attack. Okay. You are able to cast spells, so... Basically, Nyx, if he gets frozen up, he just dropped the Spike Carapace, and Crystal Maiden is going to basically take a couple of hits, and, well, going to be taking a bit of damage, and then it'll be disengaging. Nyx doesn't have close to what it takes to take down anyone just yet, but yeah, Anti-Mage getting some decent farm in the lane. Nope, actually not really. You got the Phantom Assassin actually outlasting him by now, so generally, yeah, Bounty Hunter doing his best to harass them, but it's a bit dangerous what he's doing right now. He's exposing himself a lot, and the Radiant, they're taking over in last hits. Even though Storm Spirit went down his first blood, he's already back in the game. He's already got the more last hits compared to the Tinker, and the two junglers that are competing right now, the Enchantress is actually winning by far. She's winning by almost 10 last hits, so the Dire's farm is way better right now. It's way more solid. 28 last hits for velocity in about 4, almost 5 minutes. He's barely missing last hits. That's how good it is right now. He does have the Quelling Blade and the Power Treads, so it's a bit easier for him to last hit. Actually, it isn't. Anti-Mage has 70 base damage. I think it's just, yeah, the Nyx Assassin doing a very, very decent job in the offlane of just keeping up the stuns, making sure that Anti-Mage does not get the farm required. But then again, you have the level advantage in the Anti-Mage, and they can actually maybe get the Nyx Assassin now. Bit of a stun out onto the Crystal Maiden, but there's no more Spike Carapace for him. He does have another stun available in case he wants to pop it, but Crystal Maiden taking the kill regardless. And it's going to be 0 for 2. Starting out in the favor of the Radiant. That means, yep, net worth-wise, it's still going to be the Radiant that are slightly ahead, but the farm is just too great on Phantom Assassin right now already. Like, you can tell that Phantom Assassin's just basically a farming machine right now, even getting more than the junglers. That's actually sometimes, especially when you're playing with an Enchantress, quite impressive. Middle lane, you got a double damage Tinker, drop in from the Nature's Prophet, he finds the rune, and bye-bye Storm Spirit. Tinker will be taking that kill. Now Enchantress dropping in with the Centaur, gets the stun off, just a couple more hits, and nice Sprout though, to take that Centaur out of the game and save his old Tinker. Well played by Nature's Prophet. Now Winter Wyvern decides to join the fight. Just going to be cancelling out the clarity of the Nature's Prophet. So good communication there between Tinker and Nature's Prophet, allowing them to take the second kill onto the Storm Spirit. Just my basically my or the way that I see Storm Spirits right now, like couple of the last games that I've been casting, the Storm Spirit have been having like a really hard time in the early game, but they kind of always come back after they get the Bloodstone. They very much come back into the game. And Bounty Hunter actually getting his hands on the Winter Wyvern, that's not something they want to happen. They're down 0-4, so right now they're relying on pure farm to get back ahead. Crystal Maiden, level 5, got Boots of Speed and a couple of Iron Branches. Anti-Mage level 6, already getting the Ring of Health for that Basal Fury. See if he can't get some decent farm in. Yeah, top lane looks like Velocity. He's doing exactly the same thing. Actually buying the Voidstone instead so he can just keep spamming the daggers. There you go, that's the Perseverance. So now we're able to get the nice regen as well. Mid lane Storm Spirit. He's just mocking about right now. He seems to be without a purpose. He's still quite far ahead of the Tinker in terms of last hits, but then again, the Tinker's already got the Boots of Travel, so now he can basically start split pushing. He's already maxed him much in the machines too. Hitting a very nice timing there. Oh, the sip in. They find the anti-mage. They need to kill him early, but the stun was off point. And he's able to just wander back out. There's no vortex, and now Storm Spirit is frozen up. They can't really go for anything. Had the stun been there to follow up, that would have been a sure kill. I think he was trying to time it right, so they would actually try to stun lock. Oh, bye-bye. Storm Spirit. And the Mana Void to boot. Yeah, that's the issue with the Tinker now. If they allow him to get too much base and farm too much, not really farm, just basically go for ganks too much, they're going to be in trouble. And you can even see here up in the top lane, he's just going to drop the ball on Ben, who actually saves his own life by popping that Cold Embrace. But out goes the Shuriken Toss. We'll be actually getting the Enchantress. The Arctic Burn will be keeping him between low and high ground, almost pulling it through. Gets killed off by the Nature's Prophet. And now Nature's Prophet will end up going down in return. Can Phantom Assassin actually pull this off? Nope, she cannot. Tinker dropping in with a laser. Killing spree for him, and great start out from the Tinker. Tinkerino. He's practically got the Soul Ring too, so it's not going to take long before he actually has a Dagon if that's the build he's going to be going for. Crystal Maiden barely surviving the encounter with the Nyx Assassin there. And Radiant side, they're way ahead right now. They're way ahead. Almost 5 grand already. And it's even so far that the Nature's Prophet, he's elected to go for the Dagon. Because I think he thinks that this is over, but I've played enough Dota to know that it's not. It's never over. Oh, he's going to be cliff farming. Oh boy. Yay, cliff farming. Yay, cliff farming. It's one of the most boring farming methods to actually do because you don't really even have to think. Bounty Hunter, he's got to be Thrillhammer. He might be going straight for the Desolator. That would actually be quite funny to see what that could actually do to an Enchantress. Because she is basically, yeah, once again, she's a glass cannon. She's got the backup of the minions to kind of keep her going. So she relies on very good microing. But that is quite difficult to say the least. Oh, yes, another. Oh, the blink was a bit off. She could have actually gone for that kill. And Velocity. He is the hero, or she's the hero, whatever. Phantom Assassin's the hero that the Radiant, they want to shut down. Because Phantom Assassin can bring you back basically into any game. A couple lucky crits, and you're all of a sudden back in. And now, the rotation is coming in from the Nyx Assassin too. They could be going for a gank on the Bounty Hunter. He should not be revealing soon. But then again, they don't know. He doesn't know. TP in, that's the Tinker dropping in. They could drop the ball now. In comes Tinkerino, will be getting the kill on the Phantom Assassin. Nixie boy goes for the pick, but is he able to get back out? He should be so far. There is no seconds by Carapace, and bye-bye says the Nature's Prophet. And man, oh man, is this Radiant team far ahead. We got, oh man, the March in the Machine's almost killing off the Enchantress. Nature's Prophet, he's sort of committing, but the heal up from the Enchantress should be enough. Now the TP in from the Tinker again. Storm Spirit is trying to sit back out. He's got enough mana for it. And now the Boulder toss. This is the first time I've seen these actually being micro quite well. Oh, Nature's Prophet, he's put himself in a corner. He's going to try to get out of there. He's not going to be able to. Phantom Assassin with the pickup, and that's the Claymore for her. So she's no more than 1,200 gold away from getting a lot of gold in her pocket. Now Nyx's Assassin, he might be going for a double kill here. Nicely done by the Crystal Maiden. And now the turnaround, the Tinker. He wants the pickup, is gonna find it. Dominating now. Tinkerino. He is super close to that Dagon, and that's when he's gonna be really, really scary. Top lane, Bounty Hunter finding the Enchantress too. And just, yeah, kills all over the map right now. PA, just sitting idly by, taking a smack in the face from the Janata. From the Janata, basically. Spaceman Spiff. Tranks. Yeah, of course you got Storm Spirit on the middle lane. He seems to be finding a bit more calm because the Tinker is looking for other targets. But then again, now, he's not. Jump in from the Tinker. Jump in from Anti-Mage too. He's got to get him low on mana, but they can't really seem to catch him. The thing is, with Anti-Mage, you really want him to blink first before you sip yourself. Because otherwise he can just drop the Mana Void, and you'll be dead. You can't sip and then allow him to blink on you. That's not going to work. Invis Rune. Oh, this could be a problem for the Crystal Maiden. He's got an Overload available as well. Just sips right in. Jumps the Vortex. And now, with the ultimate to boot, they just wanted that kill so badly. Now 600 gold right down the pocket of the Dire. Storm Spirit taking about 300 of those. But now the turnaround. They're all down here. It's 4 versus 2. Sip back out, but he does not have anything to work with. Anti-Mage is a bit late for the party. All he needs to find is a Mana Void, and then he'll be there. Storm Spirit, he's trying to sip out. There you go. That's the Mana Void, blowing up the Storm Spirit. And that was 2 kills in return. But they're not getting as much for it, though, the Radiant. They're so far ahead that right now it doesn't really matter. A kill here or there. They just need to actually start farming up again. And try to prevent that Phantom Assassin from actually getting that Battle Fury. That should be their main priority right now. Screw the killing. Just farm up and gank the Phantom Assassin. That's their priority right now, because she can turn around any game. Basically almost at will. If she gets the Battle Fury in space, she's going to be farming so ridiculously fast that she's going to be getting a Basher in no time. Basher, home of the Dominator, and then she's pretty much going to kick your ass. Bottom lane. They push down the bottom tower. They got great push here. The Dire side. They got the Nature's Prophet and they got the Tinker. So they can keep like 3 or... I was about to say 4 lanes pushed at the same time. But then again, you know, they can push their own... the lane their own way, basically. What the hell am I saying? Basically, yeah. They can keep all 3 lanes pushed in at the same time. No problem. Oh, nice sprout there from the Nature's Prophet. They should almost be able to find the Nyx's Assassin, but not going to drop the ball on them just yet. Tinker. Gotta be rearming. Didn't put another point into it. Dropping the March of the Machines. This bottom lane tower should be going pretty soon as well. Top lane though, PA. She's just allowed to farm so much. She's already got the Battle Fury. Battle Fury plus threats at 14 minutes. For it, Phantom Assassin that's died twice. That's not even half that bad. And she's actually out leveling a couple of heroes. Not the Bounty Hunter though. Oh, nice jumping from the Storm Spirit. But the Crystal Maiden ulti, that's something that's gotta hurt. Nice stun in from the Nyx. Will be getting that pickup. And they kill off the creep too. So Tinker has no way of TPing in. And they get another pickup. It's not the most important pickup they could have gotten. But it's a pickup. Nature's Prophet scrambling for his life here. He TP'd into the jungle and didn't really make any use of it. And now he's being hunted by a Storm Spirit and a Dragon. Or a Wyvern if you're really fanatical about it. He's actually going for the Shadow Blade too. So he's going for the kind of hidden run build. Basically, yeah, Shadow Blade. You TP in, you Dagon, and then you Shadow Blade. That's the simplest method of doing it. So he's not going to split pushing Prophet, which is fine because they do have the Tinker, who's a natural split pusher. Nyx's Assassin getting a pickup on the Bounty Hunter. Nicely done by him. So they actually get a bit of turnaround gold. And that was a lot of gold down the Nyx's Assassin's pocket. He got like, yeah, 612. That's actually quite a massive amount. And gonna be bringing him one step closer to his Dagon. Blink Dagger, that should be for the Tinker. Tinkerino. Not sure when he's going to be going for the Dagon, if at all. I think he's just maybe going to be going for the Ethereal Blade and relying on the on the rockets or the heat-seeking missiles to amplify that damage, but I'm not entirely positive. It would not make a lot of sense to go for an Ethereal Blade without going for a Dagon to boot that. But yeah, PA, now with the Battle Fury in hand, her farm speed is going to be increased dramatically. She's got 104 last hits in 16 minutes, and that's going to becoming even better. Oh, that's dangerous mission right there for both of them. But now the Nyx comes in, gets the stun off. They should have a Vortex available. Bye-bye, Nature's Prophet. 500 gold down the pocket of the Nyx Assassin. And Radiant, they might be getting too cocky. The Dire, they're slowly coming back. It's 16 to 8. And they just dropped them from some 7.5 grand, pretty much, to 5. So they just turned a lot of it around. And again, superior farming. Anti-Mage, he doesn't even have the Battle Fury yet. I think he's getting it flown out to him now. But yeah, the timing is better for basically the Phantom Assassin. She should be the one, yep, with the highest net worth too. So they haven't entirely dealt with a threat yet. And bye-bye Bounty Hunter too, Storm Spirit, with a nice sip in there. And I'm probably understating that because I didn't actually really pay attention to it. All I'm paying attention to right now is basically farming for some weird reason. Mooks. Nyx Assassin. Sneaking in behind enemy lines up on the top lane. It's Phantom Assassin versus an Anti-Mage and a Nature's Prophet. This is not a favorable fight for him. The TP was cancelled though. I'm not sure who actually tried to TP in to help out. I think, yeah, that was the Tinker and he cancelled his own TP. Nyx Assassin getting another pick off, and in comes the Storm Spirit too. This is probably not a fight he wants to take because it's 3 versus 2 and PA, she's not fight ready yet, and Velocity, he knows it. You want another item. You want something like a BKB. The only problem with the Tinker is that, of course, the laser is pure, so it doesn't actually go through spell immunity. I think the damage does, but the blind doesn't. Bottom lane. Nice deny in the tower there from the Storm Spirit, but they're losing ground very, very fast, very rapidly. Even though they're actually only 1 tower behind. They have no control over the bottom river anymore. Radiant Ward, and then another Radiant Ward. That was an Observer or a Sentry Ward though. They only have this ward to kind of scout things out, but Radiant, they have so much information about what's going on in the bottom river, so at the point of a Roshan, when PA is finally ready to take that, they're going to have to do some serious smoking, so it's got to go down. And Bounty Hunter, now with the Desolator too, and he's becoming more and more of a glass cannon that we know and love. Basically, I love the days when Bounty Hunter was basically the one-man hitting machine. He would just walk up, smack you in the face, and you would die. It's practically nicely done there from the Nyx Assassin, getting another pickup. And now, Nature's Prophet is in a bit of trouble. The nice micro and combined with the stuns almost gets a pickup, and Bounty Hunter actually getting a shuriken toss in for the win. The arc or the that's the Winner's Curse. That's the one it's called. God damn it, I'm tired today. But yeah, the Winner's Curse almost getting a pickup there, but he had gone in this right as it connected, so it'll be nothing for him. Mid lane has been denied by the Tinker, so they're actually even on towers now, which is not really favorable for the Radiant. They should have superior map control just by having better push, but with them losing the first middle tower, that's problematic, and the game is being slowly turned around here by the Dire side. It's 2,500. It's the only difference. There's a Vendetta available in 3 seconds. So he's going to be fine if you start smacking him. Anti-Mage actually got killed in the Ancient stacks by a neutral creep. He's not having a good game so far. He's going for Vladimir's Offering, but with basically a lineup of 3 ranged heroes, I'm not entirely positive that's the thing he wants to go for. But then again, it is a unique attack modifier, so it should not stack with just regular lifesteal. Oh man, the Nyx Assassin pops the Bounty Hunter. Easy peasy, lemon flip and squeezy. And yeah, the glass cannon is getting basically bummed on. It should be the Nyx Assassin's job to constantly contain this Bounty Hunter. Because, I mean, he's gonna die. If the Nyx find him, if the Nyx finds him, he's just gonna die. That's an end of it. He should just be controlling him constantly, trying to figure out where he is, getting his location, just completely destroying him every single time. And he's actually almost getting ahead on levels. They're exactly the same level. But he should slowly be getting ahead. Storm Spirit, he's going for an Orchid to boot, and that's great up against the Tinker. That should be allowing him for some easy peasy takedowns on him. And same with the Nature's Prophet. I like the way that this dire side are building. They're building against a problem rather than creating one. The Radiant, they're slowly starting to dig themselves into a hole, with the Nature's Prophet going for the Dagon instead of just these safe items. Same with the Bounty Hunter. He's going to be going for like semi-carry Bounty Hunter, which is not really what you want. Right now you want him for the scouting and the information. And when you have such a heavy gank lineup, that should basically be your priority. It should very much be your priority to have vision more than just the Bounty Hunter being this one smack, one kill, and Winter Wyvern getting picked off down in the Radiant Observer, or down the Radiant Ancient, Dire Ancient territory. Nixie Boy getting another pickup on the Bounty Hunter, and that he's doing everything right now. The Nix, he hasn't had the greatest start to the game, but he's doing everything he needs to do. He's just controlling heroes, containing everything that goes onto the other side of the river, except for the Anti-Mage. He's going to be having some difficulties with him. But it's not going to be a massive problem for him. Storm Spirit, like I said, he's going for the Orchid. He should have a bit of an easier time going one-on-one against the Tinker and the Nature's Prophet, for that matter. The thing is, on both teams, the issues are going to be, what do you do about the Anti-Mage on the Dire side? He's super reliable against magic damage, and he has massive armor. And if he decides to go for BKB, he can easily win a damage war against the Phantom Assassin. Or, yeah, the lifesteal into the BKB. He should be able to win a damage war against the Phantom Assassin. And I'm thinking that's going to be his build too. But, yeah, the same for the Radiant. I mean, what do you do about the PA? You can't constantly have the Anti-Mage stalking her, because then who's going to be farming? Like, who's going to be getting the farm that's going to be left over? Anti-Mage is not going to be getting it. He's out hunting PA, and then they're going to fall behind on farms, so... I mean, this is a problem for both sides. What do you do about the position ones? Usually you have an easy solution, but in this case, there just isn't one. Bounty Hunter, gonna be going straight in, but gonna be taking a crit to the face regardless. And wow, what a smackdown in the mid lane. Nice stun out from Nux. But the Anti-Mage with the turnaround. Beautiful Mana Void, getting almost a pick-off, or almost two pick-offs just from the Mana Void itself. Enchantress trying to go for a pick-up there, and actually a double kill out from the Phantom Assassin, finding both the Nature's Prophet and the Bounty Hunter. And this is the story of the Phantom Assassin. Just sheer crits and bringing the net worth back down to 0. And almost the kills dead even again. And this is exactly why they needed to contain her in the early game. She's already level 17, 24 minutes in. I mean, if we just take a look at the experience per minute, she's out leveling everybody. Each and every one of them, and out farming the Anti-Mage by 100 gold per minute. That is massive, massive net worth difference too. About 3 grand pretty much. Anti-Mage redeeming himself a little bit, getting a tower, but this is going to be a problem for the Dire side, or Radiant side, excuse me. How do they contain this? I mean, she's just killed off 2 of their hardest hitters. And now they're going to be having another go at her. I would just leave her alone. Just because. Now I would probably not leave her alone. Frozen up completely. Anti-Mage is just going to be ripping through her. And yeah, that's the only problem with the Phantom Assassin. She's not the most mobile hero in the world. At least not for escaping. Like, Anti-Mage has great escape with the blink, but yeah, PA just doesn't, unless she has somebody to blink too. BKB was not triggered. Probably thought that, yeah, I'm gonna die. There's no reason for me to try to turn this around, and probably for the better. Storm Spirit, he's got an Orchid, he's got a bottle, he's got power treads, and he needs to farm up a bit. See if he can't get to that Bloodstone before he really starts going for picks. It is gonna hurt them as much as it helps them because of the Anti-Mage Mana Void, but as long as the Storm Spirit just stays in and out, or basically sips in and out and doesn't allow the Anti-Mage to target him, they should be fine. And now they can even get the anti-mage. Stun misses, but in comes the Orchid. They need to slow. They got another Vortex. And in comes Storm Spirit. Practically blows him up. And yeah, easy pickings for him. And that was actually a lot of gold going down his pocket. That was almost 1,000, a bit more. 600 going straight down the Storm Spirit's pocket. And the exchange was great for him. 384 for the Nyx. So he's got a level 3 Dagon so far. He only needs, yeah, level 4 actually. The damage is real. The Bounty Hunter should be cringing right now. He should be terrified. Because this is going to hurt him more than it hurts anybody else. Because he is, well, together with the Tinker and the Nature's Prophet, and the Crystal Maiden for that matter, and everybody, he's the lowest HP hero. And he just waved goodbye to a Winter Wyvern there. He still hits hard, mind you. Oh, Enchantress. This is problematic for her. One good smack could actually do it. There it goes, slowly, kaboom, and in comes the Shuriken Toss too. It took him an age to kind of channel that shot, but man, oh man, did it hurt. Oh, nicely done there by the Storm Spirit, jumping straight onto the Tinker, gets the Orchid off of him, and that's what I talked about with the Orchid control. He's so easy to control. Once you silence up a Tinker, he's practically useless. Nice TP out there from... Oh man, oh man. I was about to say, yeah, nice TP out from the Storm Spirit. And bottom lane just, yeah, not a nice TP. And a Nyx Assassin getting another pickup as well onto the Bounty Hunter. This is becoming a very, very dire situation for the Radiant. Very much puns intended. But yeah, this is becoming a problem. The general theme of the Dire starting to hit harder than the Radiant is just terrifying. I mean, we were taking a look at the two offlaners here. We're taking a look at the Nyx Assassin versus the Bounty Hunter. Nyx Assassin finishes better right now. His mid game is like way better. He hits way harder than anybody else, and he can basically take down anybody except for maybe the anti-mage. I think his magic resistance is a bit too great for him to be a potential solo pickup for the Nyx Assassin, but he can just take out anybody else. If he catches them off guard, gets the Vendetta off, combined with a quick impale, it's going to be easy work. I mean, he's doing 700 damage with that Dagon, and combine that with a 555, actually almost a 600 burst out from the Vendetta, and you got yourself the dead hero. Storm Spirit, he's got the Orchid onto the Anti-Mage, just sipping backwards and forwards. He has to try to juke it. There's a Monovoid available. He's not going to choose to commit it. Dodges the Stifling Dagger too. Yeah, it's all of a sudden the Dire with the initiative. 19 levels on this Phantom Assassin. How are we looking in gold per minute? About 500. She's getting crazy last. It's 246. It's almost 10 per minute. Or, yeah, 10 per minute. That's a pretty good farm rate. Nyx. Oh, I think that's enough. I think that is more than enough. But then again, the backup has arrived. There is a Crystal Maiden there. He could just go for her instead. That would be an easy pickoff. Yep, there it is. And kaboom. Dire's courier did get killed by the range creep though, so a bit of a sacrifice to be made to take another Crystal Maiden, but then again, the heroes are so mobile that they can actually pretty easily get back to Fountain. And now Storm Spirit just sipping forwards. He really wants that pick off on the Anti-Mage. He could try to turn it. One Mana Void is just gonna blow him up. My word, the damage. That was 1300 straight to that face. And that's why the Storm Spirit or the Anti-Mage is such a natural counter to the Storm Spirit. Even when at low HP, you mash your R and Storm Spirit is gonna die. He knew he'd wasted all of his mana. And now it's pretty much enough. Yeah, and with a level 3, that's 1.1 the damage. And now actually just kills happening left and right. The Winter Wyvern getting picked off all the way in Fountain, basically, by the Nature's Prophet. And now he might get picked off. He does manage to get the Shadow Blade off in time, but the ward is down. No slow, though. Not a chance. Phantom Assassin. Spot level 20, top lane. Nature's Prophet gets another pick off here, combined with the Tinker, so they're starting to slowly pull away now. They're actually starting to get stuff done. Nature's Prophet realizing that he probably needs a push item and going for the Maelstrom. In comes the Zippo. Easy pick off for the Nature's Prophet. Or actually, not for the Nature. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. For the Phantom Assassin. I was about to say for the Storm Spirit. I'm not sure why I'm messing up the hero names right now, but yeah. I am slightly tired, I will admit that. Mux. Rotating downward. Spaceman Spiff. Could be in trouble. They actually see him right within ward range. And in comes Tinker to take that pick off. At least as far as I know, he just needs a laser. Nice jukes. But no trees. No trees to hide in. Enchantress, she's got an Orchid too. Windsor Wyvern has actually gone for the Midas to try to catch up, see if he can get a couple of levels in. And down in the river. Storm Spirit, he needs to get himself out of there, just gonna be sipping forward. He has space, he has time, he can't afford to take another Giornado though. That would finish him off. Anti-Mage, he's going for the long blink, and now this dire side, they're trapped between a rock and a hard place. Basically between home and across the river. Enchantress, they actually jump him immediately, or jump her immediately with the Mana Void, but that ended up costing them 2 heroes plus a gem. My word, the turnaround. The Mana Void just went too soon. And Anti-Mage got trapped within the Winner's Curse. And Storm Spirit getting a pick off too on the Nature's Prophet. I think he tried to snipe him or something like that. But nope. 2.5k, and the Radiant, they lose out on 1.8. Kaboom goes the graph. And kaboom goes the game. That's right back down to, actually, yeah, very much Dire's favor. And PA, throughout this whole thing, she was basically farming. She's got, yeah, Helmet of the Dominator now, Skull Basher, BKB, Battle Fury, and now Reaver too. Basically a Satanic. She's got a Satanic. That's her 4th item. That's done right there. Smoke up, she's going for the Roche Pit. And she should very easily be able to take that alone. And there's no detection in the area whatsoever. They haven't even thought about this this PA taking Roche on. It should be a fairly quick one too. I'm just going to be jumping onto her. Him, her, whatever. Yeah, Storm Spirit going to be helping out a little bit. Well, you know, you could actually argue that the Storm Spirit would have some better use of the Aegis right now. With the Phantom Assassin taking the last hit for the gold and the Storm Spirit taking the Aegis, so he can kind of buy space for the Phantom Assassin to farm up even more, and then have PA take the next Aegis. That could kind of be a decent idea, because the longer that she can farm, the more damage she'll be able to output. But she does get her hands on the Aegis after all, and is probably ready to go fighting soon. I mean, she's got the items for it. She's ready to go. Enchantress, DCing, they probably need to wait for her to return until they really start fighting. They were looking for the Nature's Prophet. The bottom lane is getting pushed in by a couple of his minions. That is actually basically, yeah, Treant. That looks a lot like Treant Protector. Love the fact that they call it a shroom thing. Yeah, that right there is just more last hits for the PA. She's got 300 last hits in 35 minutes. She's basically, ever since minute 14, been getting a consistent 10 last hits per minute. That is pretty crazy, with the Anti-Mage not being able to match that at only 218 in total. But then again, he's been focusing more on the fights than the PA have, and yet, kaboom, goes the Bounty Hunter. No, that's actually the Crystal Maiden this time. Bounty Hunter gets stunned up too, and now the turnaround. Storm Spirit wanted the pick off there. I think it's only the Nyx that's gonna go. He doesn't have a Vendetta. He has a gem though. It's on the ground. Storm Spirit, he needs to get out of there. Will be able to, but they lose the gem. A bit of a risky move for him. Anti-Mage will be the carrier so far. I think he's just gonna be plucking it on the courier, hopefully. And now a big pickup here for the Tinker. That's especially great against the controller. Or, yeah, gonna help him control PA. Scythe Dice is it's gonna be in the hands of him, and man oh man, is it getting a tough game. And there, exactly, the Phantom Assassin getting piggied up. But could turn it, pops the BKB, gonna be engaging in the damage wars here with the Anti-Mage. Gonna be going for the bash. No lucky crits though. There was the crit. That would have almost finished him off. Storm Spirit getting his hands on the Nature's Prophet. Now it's the jump onto the Crystal Maiden. Frostbite up, and now the ultimate. She needs a lucky crit, and there it is. The shield right back up from that. Gets another bash. She actually needs attack speed right now. Oh, almost gets it finished off, and now Tinker's in there for round 2. Just gonna keep cypherizing her up. Satanic was popped too. Combined with that crit, that just healed her right back up. But yeah, PA right now, she needs something like a Moon Shard. It's not an item I would usually get at this point, but right now attack speed should be a priority. Because it's quite low. It's only 0.70. AC or Moon Shard. Either one. And if she gets the AC, she's going to be on the flippin' money with basically, with tankiness. But then again, she's not going to be having room for the H's. So I would actually say that the Moon Shard would be a great idea. Get the Moon Shard, finish up the Skull Bash, or just, yeah, the Super Basher, the Abyssal Blade. And then you'll be good to go. And perhaps sell the Battle Fury. And maybe replace that with an AC, I don't know. She needs inventory space, that's for sure. Anti-Mage getting all of his last hit stolen by the Nature's Prophet. He's almost got a Blade Mail. That's not the item I would have gone for. This looks like some Admiral Bulldog would build just to muck about. Nyx got himself a Blink Dagger. Actually, rather nice pickup on Nyx. Kind of a way to stealthy and or to yeah, just jump initiate or just get out after you're done your little hit and run. He's actually been quite useful this game for him. 14-7, so great kills by him. I don't really want to go into detail with saying who's been the most useless whatsoever. Casual switch to the kill stats here, but yeah, Winter Wyvern, he's actually been there in a couple of crucial fights, especially helping out killing the Anti-Mage a couple of times with the Winter's Curse, so you should not be underestimating how much work he's actually been doing this game and been allowing his team to farm, been buying them space, but then again, yeah, his build is rather strange. Not going for the Glimmer Cape, it's just, I mean, you gotta go for the Glimmer Cape. I mean, you're building a Shadow Blade, a Glimmer Cape is a much better choice than the support. And the mid lane tower will end up falling. They aren't going to be going for the high ground, or are they? Aegis. Roshana's been gone for, closing in on 4 minutes now. So needs to get that Aegis, popped soon, but then again, she doesn't have to. Nature's Prophet getting an Enchantress, and now it's the counter push. Right onto the mid lane. Blink into the trees from the Tinker, I think. That was scouted out by the Nyx. Storm Spirit, he's got 11 Bloodstone charges, so he's actually doing quite well for himself. Now with a Nixie board running into 3 heroes and a Sentry Ward. Might end up going down here. The gem is still in the Anti-Mage. And bye-bye Nixie board. They all get stunned up. He does have no way of getting out though. Storm Spirit sipping up onto the high ground. Just going to be waiting it out. Tinker, he's off to the side. There is no way for this PA to kind of control him whatsoever. Now, the jump in from the Anti-Mage. Pops the BKB. Could be going for the turnaround. The Super Basher. She needs a crit, but in comes the Storm Spirit with a nice little vortex there. And that will be a massive pickup for the Storm Spirit. Plus more Bloodstone charges. Gem of True Sight was on the ground, but will be picked up by the Storm Spirit, returning into dire hands. Tinkerino gets dropped with the Winter's Curse, and this could be very, very problematic for him. In comes the Storm Spirit too. He's going to be dropping 1, maybe even dropping 2. 1 in 2 seconds. He needs a burst, and there it is. Double kill for the Storm Spirit, and he's really made an impression in this game now. He's 5.7k gold. A Bloodstone, and what is he going for? The Scythe of Ice. Now the extra control for the Anti-Mage. They got a reliable stun on him. But they need more. And I love the fact that the PA is just going to be going, well, you know, fuck attack speed. All I need right now is some stats. I need HP. So I'm going to be going for the Ascoti. That's kind of a funny attitude to have about this. But yeah, it might actually end up working for her. I'm not going to rule this out whatsoever. Because it does give you great stats. It gives you, yeah, about 25 agility, which should be more than enough to buy her the extra attack speed that she needs. And bye-bye Crystal Maiden, 1.5k crit. And that's a good flip and buy, and almost actually a team wipe. It's just the tower getting bashed on right now. Nature's Prophet making sure that there are no new creep supplies. But I don't think it matters. If the PA can kill these creeps off fast enough and kill off an anti-mage, one crit, maybe a second, blinks away. And now the turnaround creep, beware. He actually blinked the wrong way. And will be picked up by the Nyx Assassin. Nice pickup for him there. Middle lane is the push to the Storm Spirit. He found himself an illusion rune. So we'll be slowly chewing through these towers, but they can't take a tower just yet. We gotta wait to have another go. Enchantress seeming to be going for maybe an Octarine Core. I'm not entirely positive. Oh, Nature's Prophet. He is getting orchided up though. The heal from the Enchantress. And there's just not enough attack speed in the world to munch through that untouchable. Munch through her passive. Nature's Prophet. He's gonna be TPing his way out of there. They can't really control the push, and down in the top half of the map, the Radiance Tower will be busted down, and the Bounty Hunter will fall as a prize for this Phantom Assassin. You got the Nature's Prophet popping the Desolator too, so he's very much good to go on the push, I would say. I mean, it's going to be making it a tad easier to take down the PA, but yeah, that should be their priority. Gank up the PA, out goes the Dagon, in comes the Freeze 2. There's so much to control her, plus an ultimate. In comes the Storm Spirit though, cancelling that immediately and giving PA a chance, but no. The Tinker says no with the Orchid. Well, not the Orchid, the Sheepstick. Now Nature's Prophet. Oh, the Mana Void almost went off. The Storm Spirit will be saved by his little Nixie buddy. Might be looking to turn it around. Only needs... Oh, not going to be finding the blink. Only needed a couple more seconds. And that fight was pretty damn even. But yeah, Radiant, they're actually pulling quite far ahead now. They're down into the 12k territory. And I'm not sure how Radiant they're going to be coming back from this, because this is kind of a hole that they've dug themselves into. They can get the Anti-Mage some more farm, I would say. Try to see if he can't get to win a damage war between him and the PA. But it's just not been the case. I mean, he's not gone for the BKB. He's not gone for anything that gives him strength whatsoever. He is the squishiest, one of the squishiest heroes on the map right now. And that's saying something. I mean, the entire Radiant lineup is squishy. It's just food for this PA right now. It's one crit and they're gone. Storm Spirit too. I mean, he's just jumping and sipping in all over the place. Just messing around with him. TP in from the Tinkerino. Now, the refresh too. The Storm Spirit is going to end up getting finished up. They get the gem. I think you got a bit too cocky there. 1,200 gold. Right down the hatch. And a bit of a respawn time on him too, seeing the fact that he's level 24. Haven't really been taking a whole lot of the experience per minute. Of course, the PA already level 25, so not going to be advancing any further. And actually, yeah, making the smart choice here. Saving for buyback and getting her hands on a pair of boots of travel. So just keeping her in the game and making sure that she's never without a TP scroll. Her farming right now, let's just take a look at the last. It's 407. It's still those like 4 minutes behind the 10 per minute. That's kind of the golden marker for carries. If you can get 10 last hits per minute, you're doing a great job. Ball has been dropped. Bounty Hunter, he could end up going down. There's a Dagon available. Pops the Lincoln Sphere that he's just recently bought, and Tinkerino just bursts him down. And now it'll be the Storm Spirit who's going to be getting the exact same treatment. He didn't have the mana though. Needs some more mana, but gonna be amping up the Dagon. Winter Wyvern. I don't know why he's going for carry items. I can't explain that to you. Oh, now just gonna be chewed through by the Anti-Mage. Just immediate blink plus a couple of ashes, mini bashes, and bye bye goes the Winter Wyvern. Will be sent back to the realm of wherever dragons are. Nature's Prophet just gonna be stealing a Roshan. Likewise with the Anti-Mage. Does give the PA a bit of space to push in bottom, but then again, it is going to be a stolen Roshan and a very, very important pickup for the Radiant side, and especially for the anti-mage. Now he can win a damage war with the PA. But man, oh man, she still hits hard. 1800 in crits. She has practically got the Aya Scotty if she really wants it. Well, at least the 2 ultimate orbs. She's still a bit of a while to go until she has the full Scotty. BKB finally purchased from the anti-mage. He really needed that item. Really needed to stop the control from the Radiant coming in. The Storm Spirit's Orchid is now going to be basically useless up against them. There's nothing much for him to do anymore. Now, the PA will be in so much trouble. I think she's going to try to turn it. She should know that there's an anti-mage with an Aegis, so should not be expending too much just yet. Did she commit it? Did she commit the... There it is. Yep, the Satanic has been blown, and bye-bye goes the Phantom Assassin. Is there an opportunity for a turnaround? Nyx is looking for it. He needs to find something. They could burst down the anti-mage immediately. They gotta make sure that they don't commit too much. Now the Bounty Hunter is there. Pops the Lincoln Sphere. But this is a bit of a disaster for the dire side. They're losing grip of this game. And the more the anti-mage catches up, the more the dire fades away. They need to back up the PA. They can't let her go alone anymore. It's getting too risky. Bottom lane, it'll practically be a team wipe. Nature's Prophet barely winning the right click wars with the Winter Wyvern. I'm not sure why he's going for right clicks. That's not what Winter Wyvern does. The Winter Wyvern saves people. That's why I go for the Glimmer Cape. You don't go for the Maelstrom, the Morbid Mask, and whatever. You go for the damage item, or not for the damage item, for the support items. You go for the utility. You go for the hotkey items. Oh, bye-bye Enchantress. That'll be a team wipe right there. Bloodstone, there are practically no charges on it. And now it'll be possibly Rax. They have time to go for the Rax. They have plenty of time. Fortification will go out. There's nothing that the Storm Spirit can do whatsoever to save their precious Rax from going down. And now it'll be bottom Rax too. Anti-Mage, he's already working on him. Track has gone out on Storm Spirit, so they see him. They know when he's gonna jump. Just gonna be going right in. They find the Anti-Mage. They stun him through. And now PA, she's getting just targeted immediately. She does have another BKB. The fight is going down. The Tinker will end up falling. The Bounty Hunter is still alive, but just too many Rax was lost, and nicely jumped from the Storm Spirit. They find the Anti-Mage just as the Aegis expired? Thought he still had the Aegis. He did only have the BKB though. So they turn it around, they hold it, but the Radiant are still ahead. They managed to pull more than 10 grand back. Basically from the brink of defeat, from their Raxus being bashed on by a PA. They managed to turn it around. Now the Nature's Prophet, he's going to keep going with this. He might actually end up going down. The Winter Wyvern will let his life. But now, the just insane amount of burst damage. The crits as well. Nyx Assassin will be taking the Bounty Hunter, as the Enchantress will be taking the Nature's Prophet. And the PA now practically has the Iascati. Basically 600-700 gold away. And then she'll have it. That's an important pickup. And the fact that he's keeping money for buyback right now, that's an even more important factor. Because if he ends up going down and they end up losing too much, you can always buy back for it. That is something that a PA is good at. Buyback from the Bounty Hunter. How is... Yep, Anti-Mage. He got it too. It's pretty much a full buyback. It's now going to be 5-on-5. And this is not the scenario they want. Not without the Wyvern. But it looks like Radiant, they're kind of scared. Now they're going in. Dropping the ball. And Crystal Maiden doing exactly the right thing. She needs a crit. PA, she's looking for it. Wants to get the Anti-Mage. Not going to be getting her in time. And now the BKB has worn off. And it'll be a turnaround fight. And now they find the Nyx Assassin too. He could not live through that. The buyback, I think, yep, from the Storm Spirit. Winter Wyvern's now back. But the push on the middle lane. It was a lot to trade for a middle lane tower. And 4.5k off from the dire side. And now the push. The top racks is there too. Winter Wyvern trying to control it. Tinker just going to be making mincemeat of him. And yeah, Wyvern, there's nothing he can do anymore. He's just built absolutely wrong. Mask of Madness Maelstrom. That is not a support build. You want to build support, especially when... I would like to say that the stakes is high for this game. Or are high for this game, but... I mean, right now, he can't afford to be making mistakes like that. Because they need all 5 heroes. They don't need 4.5. They need all 5. For them to win this game. Because they're so far behind by now. That the split push is actually real now. Tinker, he's got the pickup on the Enchantress. And might get... Oh, he's not going to get caught. Almost sniped him there. PA actually finding a pick off on the Nature's Prophet. Impressive stuff, and that was a dieback for him. He's going to be out for a long time and lost out on a lot of gold there. So if they can hold the last stand up on the top lane, there's no buyback for the Nature's Prophet. There's no buyback for anybody, basically. But no buyback for the PA either. So if she dies within the next 5.5 minutes, or 5 minutes and 50 seconds, it's going to be over. It's going to be done. Storm Spirit, he's just going straight in. He's buying space. He's buying time, but it's not happening. Now, jumping in. PA, she's just munching through hero upon hero upon hero. She needs a bash, not going to find it. Well, not a bash, a crit. Tinker, though, getting locked down by the Winner's Curse. And so will the Crystal Maiden be. Getting dropped, too. And a nice turnaround from the dire side. And now they can start pushing. Anti-Mage, the only sole survivor here. Just hiding inside the woods. There's really not much he can do. The push is going to be down from the mid lane. He's got to try to walk back in. And try to at least create a bit of space. Try to see if he can hold somebody back. Keep the dream alive. Until his team returns. Probably realized that it was a bit of a risky idea. Just going to start farming again. Going to be staying in the dire jungle though. With the Radiant. Are they going for the Roshan? It's up pretty damn soon. They're actually going for the Rapier. The Rapier pick up on the Phantom Assassin. Screw everything called attack speed. I just want 3.3k crits. God damn. She is basically 6-clawed now. 3.3k crits, guys. Do you realize how massive that is? That's enough to burst down a well-fed Pudge. In one hit. Buyback from the Crystal Maiden. Buyback from the Tinker. Everybody who didn't do it last time is buybacking now. And the racks are just dropping so fast. So much damage being outputted here from the PA. It's going to be bumming down those. The split push could be real though. The only one sitting back right now is actually the Storm Spirit. And bye-bye goes too there. Impressive stuff. Tinker taking down the Enchantress. And the Nyx Assassin getting blown up. He's on a dieback as well. So he's going to be out for a long time. TP immediately up from the Nature's Prophet. I would not do that if I was UPA. But then again, she's got a Satanic. So they're just going to be bursting through. Okay, yep, that works. No boots? Oh yeah, Anti-Mage doesn't have boots anymore. He has got decent movement speed though. I think that, yeah, that's all that is coming from the Mantis Island. He's a naturally mobile hero, so it's not the biggest problem for him. But it is still a bit of a problem. Storm Spirit wasn't able to take down the Tinker. But man, oh man, the split pushes are going to be real. We're going to be having to keep a good eye on the map here. We got the Tinkerino sitting up in the top lane, trying to burst down the last bit of racks here. That is still available. Nice jump in from the Storm Spirit. They actually get their hands on possibly the Tinker. They don't have any dust for him though. But now the Anti-Mage, yes, he's going to be feeling the full wrath with the triple kill. The triple crit. Just finishing off the Tinker, the Anti-Mage, and the Crystal Maiden all at the same time. And now it's a push for the base. It should be at least, yeah, I would say that's ouch as well. When you're getting 3.3k straight to the face with a triple kill in one hit, I mean, that hurts. That hurts a lot. Just getting dropped like that. And now the push is real. The Bounty Hunter, the only one really able to keep the dream alive for now, he's getting slowed massively. And the Wyvern trying to output some Arctic Burn damage. He's got slow on that as well. A nice distance there on that throw from the Enchantress. Able to finish off the Bounty Hunter. That's actually going to be a team wipe. Phantom Assassin alone should almost be able to finish this up. Storm Spirit. Not sure where he is on the map right now. He's actually down pushing the bottom lane. And they're going for the racks. I would say go for the throne in this case. They got 70 seconds to finish off tier 4s. So that should be more than enough. There should not be a buyback. Oh, sorry. On any... Yep, no hero at all. No buybacks. But they want the racks first. They're going to be taking those... down those. Maybe even getting megas before the dire side does. The backdoor though. Nope. No, just going to be cancelling it. Actually going further into the base. He's going straight for the tier 4s. He wants to finish them up. Can't go through backdoor protection. It's a bit too much for him. Only a couple more smacks and there it is. That's the tier 4 gone. But the bottom racks are getting smashed to pieces as well. Prophet. He should have probably gone for the melee racks there. Try to take those out because it is now megas for the Radiant. And it'll be megas for the Dire as well if the Nature's Prophet pulls this off. He will. He will take down the melee racks. Anti-Mage kind of pushing everybody out of their own base. It's the Desperate Rat. It's the Desperate Rat for the win. They don't have the Nature's Prophet to kind of help them out. But then again, the Dire, they're losing the fight. The Crystal Maiden is getting stunned up immediately. The racks have gone. It's 2 lanes of Mega Creeps and 1 tier 4 for each team. God damn it, this just got tense really fast. And what do you buy as PA? Is it gonna be another Rapier and just go full glass cannon? Buying something. What's it gonna be? She could sell the Battle Fury, but then again, that did just land her a triple kill. Selling the BKB, going for another Rapier. That's my girl. That's the spirit. I'm sorry, Velocity, that you're probably a guy, but yeah, you know. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. That's the way to go right there. Just double Rapiers, and that's not 3.3k crits. That's almost 5k crits. 1 lucky crit, and Anti-Mage is gone. I mean, I don't even think the second Rapier was necessary. Because 1 crit would have still done it. She could be going for a Moonshard, but no. And now the Roshan, this should be a fairly fast Roshan to be taken down. And it should give them a bit of an edge. Anti-Mage is going to be picking that one up. It's actually got a Butterfly too. So could get some lucky dodges. And yeah, now Dire side, they're waiting for the big push. They're the ones who are going to be on the defense here. They don't have any way of getting down into Dire territory or into Radiant territory. They need to wait for the wave to come to them so they can win the fight and turn it around. The buybacks are slowly starting to come back for the Radiant, so 1 fight is not going to cut it. And here we go. Slowly moving up the stairs. The wave is going to be pulling forward. This is going to be the final fight. Immediately, the Bounty Hunter getting caught out. If he dies immediately, that could actually rent them in a bit of trouble with the damage. That's already the cheese gone. In comes the Storm Spirit. Actually off to the side. 2 deaths already. The Crystal Maiden has already gone down. And Anti-Mage committing the ulti a bit too soon. He's down as well. Aegis will be reviving him. But how many crits is it going to take? Only 1 pop. Want to see the crit damage? Nope, not going to happen. An ultra kill though for the PA. And it'll be 2 heroes alive. Bounty Hunter trying to make his way back to the fight, but was unable to move fast enough. And man, oh man, I want to see this crit. I want to see this crit in action. Moonshard has been purchased too. Second recipe for the Boots of Travel. But I don't think that this right here. Oh, hold on, backdoor protect or backdoor here from the Nature's Prophet. He's going for the throne. They need to lock him down. They don't have anything to really do that with. Now the Windsor Wyvern will be letting his life, and bye will the Nature's Prophet. He'll end up going down, and now buyback from the Anti-Mage. Oh my word, 4.3k crits. Oh my god, this throne is going to be falling pretty damn fast. The Radiant, I'm not sure how much they got. They don't have a glyph. They don't have anything to fortify with. And this will be it. This will be the end. G flippin' G. After a double rapier game, unless they just want to play around with this anti-mage, they don't. It's gonna be basically GG. One more smack and there it is. My god. What a game. What a game. I'm sorry I screwed all that up doing the game. The names and such, but... Man, oh man, was that a crazy game. Phantom Assassin playing out of his mind. Or basically, yeah, Velocity playing out of his mind in that. PA and a double rapier. Jesus. 1 hour, 1 minute. And the experience swing. It was practically back down to 0. Nature's Prophet doing his best, but just didn't have what it took to take down the Ancient there in the end. The Storm Spirit, too strong. He really redeemed himself from a bit of a poor start, and so did the next Assassin. I mean, he had a great game, actually, despite his 1915-8. I mean, it was not bad whatsoever. But yeah, in the end, thank you all so much for watching. What a great game. Velocity. I know you're submitting plenty of clips on Reddit, but yeah, just keep them coming, man. We love these replays. So, yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.